Alright, hey there viewers. So, got a body shop car here. They replaced the SRS unit and they want us to program it, which they don't really, these are plug and play. All you got to do is do the yaw and G rate sensor calibration, and then the seat weight sensor, which is this guy. We got to move the seat all the way forward, and then the seat back at the most upright position, and we got a pre-calibrated weight right there, 25 pounds, that we're going to put on the seat. So, you know, if the body shop has the Kingbolen K10, they can calibrate the seat weight sensor and also the yaw rate sensor. So, at the same time, there's a airbag light on, but I have the battery charger on the battery, so we can maintain battery voltage when we do this, because the battery seems kind of weak. I just think that it's probably been sitting at the body shop for a while and they killed the battery. So yeah, so we're gonna do our G and yaw rate sensor calibration with the Kingbolen, right, with this guy, and then we're also gonna do the seat weight sensor calibration with the Kingbolen. So it's pretty simple. You just need to know. Well, if you have shop manual, it's yeah, you can pretty much do it. Any scanner that has special functions or can do special functions can do this. So if the body shop actually has, maybe I should recommend this scanner to the body shop and they can just do this themselves. So let's go to system list. The first thing we're going to go into is the ABS, because the yaw and G rate sensor is, you go to ABS and you're doing special functions, because all that is in your ABS, not in the SRS unit. So special functions, all sensors learn. Yeah, nope. No codes. We'll go turn the steering wheel to, oh, so we gotta start it up. Turn the steering wheel to the left, 90, to the right, 180, to the left, and then back to center. There. And press OK. Calibration in progress. Shut the car off. That is done. Go out. So now we got to go to your SRS. Special functions. Seat weight sensor initialization. This function is to use, so once we do this, we got to use live data and see what is actually, is the seat actually showing. And then we have to put the weight on it. Let me move the seat to the very most forward position, and then the seat at the very, like, yeah, I guess the most very up forward position here. All right, so I think I may have said it wrong, but when we're calibrating this, you want to move the seat all the way to the back. Make sure it's latched. And also, if it has any height adjustment, you want it on the very bottom position. And then the seat back on the very first position. So it's basically upright all the way to the back, all the way to the bottom of the floor, I guess. Make sure there's no seat covers, nothing latched onto it. Also, make sure that there's nothing in the back seat pocket, right? Make sure that's empty, no seat covers. All right, so I'm gonna grab my calibrated weight. They want you to use a weight that is between 22 pounds to 44 pounds. So anything in between is good. So we just got a 25 pounds here. Anyways, get my calibrated weight here. I'll put it in the middle of the seat. So that's gonna be sitting there. And then we're just gonna look on live data. Okay, so we're calibrated. We're at 0 pounds, so zeroed out. The weight is on the passenger seat. So on the shop manual, it does say to divide the calibrated weight by 2, so 12 and a half, and it should be within a 4.9 pound variations, you know, plus or minus. And then on our scale here with the seat weight sensor, it's 12.9 pounds, so it's pretty much spot on at 12 and a half. So that's within the range, and so your seat calibration is pretty much done. So anyways, I hope this video is informative, and if that body shop has the Kingbolen, they can actually do these calibrations themselves, and you know, pro demand, all that information's out there for people to use, and they can do this calibration for themselves.